peace in a world so cold. Tell me where's the unity? This ain't how it's supposed to be. Oh no. Change don't come. Love will find a way. We gotta pray for brighter days. Only want what you can't have. Never seem to be satisfied till it all goes bad. Maybe I should just give someone else a chance. Why should I sit alone and be sad while you fumble the best you ever had? It's not fair to me or my heart. I was forced to start over when we fell apart. Could've had it all, but you pushed me right into his arms. You wanted to break, I wanted to stay. Look what you made me give my love away. You made a mistake. Say that you've changed, but it's too late. I gave my love away. Don't play the victim now. Let's state the facts. You're the one who left. I just quit taking you back. Maybe I should just give someone else a chance. Why should I sit here waiting on you? I am in a forever or never type of it's not fair to me or my heart. I was forced to start over when we fell apart. Could've had it all, dishonesty, it's all over your breath as you pass it off so cavalier. But even that's a test, constantly aware of it all. My lonely breast against the walls of your world, pray to catch you whispering. I'm praying to catch me listening. I'm praying to catch you whispering. I'm praying to catch me. I'm praying to catch you whispering. I'm praying to catch me listening. I'm praying to catch me. Nothing else ever seems to hurt like the smile on your face. When it's only in my memory, it don't hit me quite the same. Maybe it's a cause for concern, but I'm not at ease, keeping my head to the curb. Praying to catch you whispering. I pray you catch me listening. Pray to catch you whispering. Pray you catch me. Pray you catch me. Pray you catch me. Pray you catch me. What are you doing, my love?
Every year on the 8th of March, International Women's Day is celebrated across the globe. It's a day to recognise female achievement and a call to action, encouraging everyone to stand up for women's rights and gender equality. Gender equality means no matter your gender, you're granted the same rights, privileges and access to opportunities as everyone else. You may be thinking, why is this day so important? Throughout history, women have had to fight for the freedom and rights we enjoy today. 150 years ago, women couldn't vote, stand in parliament, receive proper medical attention, own property, access fair legal support, get paid the same as men, visit the same public areas as men, get a proper education. The list goes on. 150 years ago, people lived in a very different world to what we know now. So how did things change? Someone didn't snap their fingers and then bam, women had all the rights. Change occurred gradually through the tireless efforts of brave women and men fighting together for what is right. Let's rewind. In the late 19th century, the fight for women's suffrage began gaining momentum. Suffrage means the right to vote, and at this time, only men could do so. This meant that all the political decisions were decided by men, including those that only affected women. As time passed, some women grew increasingly frustrated by the lack of progress and failed attempts to achieve suffrage. One of these women was Emmeline Pankhurst, who responded by forming the Women's Social and Political Union in 1903, which encouraged a stronger kind of activism. This led to years of protests, rallies and strikes, with women being arrested, jailed, injured, and some even losing their lives in the fight for suffrage. When the First World War was declared in 1914, suffragettes shifted their campaign to encourage women's involvement in the war effort. The devastation of war brought the nation together in support of one another, and attitudes began to change. Women took on responsibilities and jobs that they were previously excluded from, like working as mechanics and drivers. In 1918, the Representation of the People Bill was passed, giving women the right to vote. However, it was only some women of a certain age and circumstance. It wasn't until 1928 that all women over 21 were finally allowed to vote. The right to vote is instrumental in creating a society that is fair and just. Imagine if all the UK were one gigantic football team. Half of the team can play exactly as they are, while the other is blindfolded. The team probably isn't going to do so great. The same goes for a society. If everyone has the same rights and freedoms, a society can grow and develop in a way that benefits everyone. Once women were able to vote, the ball began rolling on other rights, like political representation, access to greater opportunities, fairer pay, and working rights. As you can see, change takes time. It wasn't until 1979 that Britain had its first female Prime Minister, which was 76 years after Emmeline Pankhurst first established the Women's Social and Political Union. So what does gender equality look like today? We are fortunate to live in a time and place where incredible opportunities are in abundance. Everyone can get an education, access healthcare, get a job, and speak their minds. However, we still have some work to do before we reach equality for all. One way that gender inequality plays out in our everyday life is through stereotypes. A stereotype is a generalised opinion of a person or group of people. Ever heard someone say something like, "You throw like a girl," or "boys don't cry"? These kinds of phrases exist because of centuries of restrictive ideas about gender that really aren't true or fair. People are way too unique and complex to fit neatly in a box. Girls and boys can be athletic, fast and strong. And of course, everyone cries. It's normal and healthy to express your feelings and to be vulnerable. Stereotypes can be really damaging and can prevent you from being yourself and reaching your potential. Today, women are still the minority in Parliament, leadership roles and career fields like science and engineering, as well as making less money than men on average. So, this International Women's Day, think about what you could do to help in the fight for equality. Everyone benefits when we are all treated equally. Why not celebrate the amazing achievements of women you admire? Especially now you know just what it took to get there.
What up, though? That applause is long for a reason. It's because I'm applauding all the women out there, all of the women I know, those that I don't, the ones that have paved the way for us, the ones that continuously inspire us to want to win and do better every day. Our family members who inspire us, who we have seen strength in, especially the women, of course. This is dedicated to women today. Just all the women, just, you know, Girls, hey, I was gonna play that Beyonce, Who Run the World? Girls, I felt like that was just too much though. But what can be too much, right? Okay, guys, I hope y'all can see me. I'm not gonna lie, I hate these ring lights, but my natural light, I got that like I still got my windows, well, my blinds open. Hopefully I still have a little natural light. I just feel like my lighting suck right now. However, I hope you guys can see me. Y'all know I'm 4C black. So today I just wanted, this is not going to be a long video, but it is a video I felt like I wanted to honor. And everybody, just so y'all know, this is my birthday weekend. You know what I'm saying? So I'm celebrating uh women for my weekend, because of course you can do whatever you want. Let me tell you, I've done a couple of things that I haven't done in a long time. After work yesterday, I went and I bought a pizza. I went and got a pizza. I got a bottle of wine that I'm gonna open later. Because I'm off tomorrow too for National Black Women's Rest Day, which is my birthday. My birthday is tomorrow, so I'm resting tomorrow. Um, I went and got some junk food. This morning, I went and got a coffee. I got my Starbucks right here. Well, I just made some more too, a pot of coffee, and I'm just adding. Um, So, this is what my gift is for myself, and it's to be with you guys, um, you know, um, educate, because especially my sisters, we've been celebrating ourselves and our community without knowing the full history of International Women's Day, and which was yesterday, by the way. So that clip that I just showed you, that really said it all. And I like getting like the animation clips because I feel like it's easy for younger people also to absorb. And sometimes, uh, it's educational, especially when you want to share it with, your daughters or family members. So please make sure y'all share that clip. Make sure you share this video because it's really about awareness. Um, so what I wanted to kind of show was what is happening across the world right now for Women's Month and International Women's Day. Um, I want to show a couple of cultural funny clips too. Just like lighten the load, lighten the mood, and also two young ladies, international young children that are very talented, that I came across, and I was like, oh, these clips would be nice to show. And then I also want to highlight Doshi, the new hip hop artist, because she is very inspiring because of the fact that, I think she worked at a fast food restaurant. She quit her job and now she pretty much got a Grammy. Okay. So definitely want to show her. Now, next week, I'm going to be highlighting a lot of women that I follow on social media that I don't know, and those that I do know. I want to highlight them and give them their props as to me being inspired by them. So I'll be showing some of their clips, and that'll be next week, as well as, of course, showing clips of my sisters and um, different people, women that inspire all of us on a daily basis. So make sure you tune in next week as well. So let's get started. Now, the first clips I'm going to show is the marches. And one of the biggest things to me is that we're still marching for equality. Like, I feel like that International Women's Day should have been a rest day for women internationally. It should be a day that we could be celebrated as women all over the country who are pretty much showing how other women paved the way for us by working in our talent, doing something that pertains to our talents, or just resting, just, enjoying our families or whatever it may be. But unfortunately, because of the fact that there's still a lot of injustice all over the world, and we still don't have equal rights in a lot of different things, like pretty much even over our body. The wealth gap, just a lot of different things, and so unfortunately, we're going to stand in solidarity with the women that have marched for us on Saturday, yesterday, and we're going to just kind of check out some of these clips from all over the world. Latin American women. There was a march in Chicago in front of the Trump Plaza, Trump Towers. There was a march in LA, march in Minnesota, march in Paris. So yeah, let's check these out and then we'll continue. And shout out, thank you so much, Chinny. I appreciate the love. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all the men also who make sure that they support us women and make us, they inspire us. They're not intimidated by women who are really working toward their dreams or shining and doing things. These men is very rare to find, but they are still out there, and we appreciate you guys. Okay, so let's check this out.
Here in France, our reporter Shirley Sitbon is at the demonstration in Paris.
Hold on 1 second. Let me see what's going on with my screen.
Look in the French capital then so far.
Well, people are starting to arrive now, almost half an hour before the official beginning of this protest. And actually, some activists, some feminists asked us to move a bit because they intend to, carry out some action in the area where we were. They're just climbing on the statue here at the center of this République Square, where all major protests begin. We talked to various protesters, many young women, also young men, sometimes families, mothers bringing their sons mainly, and also brothers here, and telling us that it's never too early to start educating to equality, against violence, to women's rights. One mother telling me that her sons are only 10 and 13, but she believes that today is when the future men they will be are formed, and basically telling them that this is something that they have to get into their brains. They'll have to share when they get older, and starting even today with the women around them, equality for everyone. That's what we're hearing here.
Para nosotras es una reivindicación de todas las luchas que han habido previas, que nos han llevado a este punto, pero también el decir que hay otras cosas que se tienen que poner sobre la mesa. Estamos aquí contra el antifascismo, no queremos que se nos arrebaten los derechos, y también queremos que se reconozca que nuestros cuerpos también son territorio, que nuestros territorios tienen que ser protegidos.
Hundreds of people use International Women's Day to protest issues with the Trump administration. The demonstration shut down traffic in parts of downtown. WGN's Emmy Victor takes us there.
What you see here behind me are hundreds of people protesting outside of Trump Tower. The crowd is so large that they've shut down parts of Wacker Drive. They're using International Women's Day as an opportunity to fight for women's rights. Hundreds of people spent their Saturday celebrating International Women's Day by protesting President Trump's agenda in the Loop.
Trump and Elon gotta go!
This is not normal. This isn't normal. What we're going through right now, we shouldn't be going through this. We're going backwards. We should be going forward.
Take the streets!
A march and rally for women was held at Daley Plaza on Washington Street. Women's issues like gender equality, reproductive rights, and domestic violence were top of mind. From participants to speakers, many felt that some Trump administration policies are harmful to women.
Thousands marching through the streets of downtown LA today, a powerful show of force on this International Women's Day. They're rallying for women's rights, which many feel are in extreme danger under the new Trump administration. Now, the march started at Pershing Square and it made its way to City Hall. Some of the main issues they're fighting for: legal access to abortion, stopping violence against women, and transgender rights.
In Los Angeles, in the United States, we are protesting because we understand that we are not equal yet. We've lost reproductive rights. We're headed to lose voting rights. As a woman that looks like this, I may get rounded up by ICE. Diversity, equity, and inclusion includes women, and so the upward mobility of women is at stake.
I'm marching to try to fight the dismantling of our democracy by an unelected billionaire.
This event, organized by the Women's March Foundation Los Angeles, was part of a global movement. Similar marches are taking place in more than a dozen states across the nation.
Okay, as you can see, a dozen states across the nation, that's not including all over the country. You just seen a bunch of different places in Latin America, France, then you have United States. They're actually protesting all over the place. I just wanted to just put a couple of clips out there. One of the biggest things, honestly, with this is we should not have to be doing this for this month and for yesterday. Like I said, this should be a time when we're celebrating, when we're even trying to get closer as women with different people in different cultures and communities. And this actually kind of sets us back because of the fact that, you know, a lot of us Black women, like, we're taking a rest break, and that's because we have always, you know, seen what was happening and chose to fight and not ignore the situations. And, you know, even though half of the world think we're angry Black women, we're just vocal, and we really are, we really push for the things that we want. And we also are nurturers, and we also push for the things for others. And it's unfortunate that a lot of times it's taken for granted, like our activism in the way that we carry ourselves when we're an advocate and an ally. And so with that being said, this whole Trump situation did divide us with other women, like white women and some Latino and Hispanic women. And the reason being is because of the vote, you know, and now, unfortunately, a lot of those same women are seeing what we've seen already, and now are choosing to speak up, and it's too late to some degree, but that also created a wedge with us women. And so one of the biggest things that keep us together and that connects us is that we have to remember too that we have to stick together and fight because of the fight together, because of the fact that they're trying to take away our rights. They're trying to take away women's voting rights. If you read the Project 2025, they're trying to take away our choice in how we choose to handle situations with our bodies, our jobs that are lucrative, or us being in jobs that are powerful, not being able to make the same amount of money on an equal level as men. We have those same situations happening all across the world. And as you can see, you see the march, you see people fighting. We have to make that the nucleus of us coming back together again and not allow the situation with who voted for who and what is happening to tear us apart, because it's strength in numbers and we really have to, work together when it comes to that. However, I am still resting, okay? But what I do like is that more women are coming together, and not only that, other women are starting to speak up more because now you have no choice, okay? I will say this is how it is. I was in a workplace, true story, and I was the only Black woman. And because I was extremely vocal, I would have the same gripes and situations as some of the other women. But guess what? They would say, Nessa, you always speak up. You go talk to them. This is what I'm saying. So that's an example. We all need to come together and say, hey, let's work together and let's fight and talk to them. That's what it should be. That's how it should be. Another thing I like about, if you watch the clip prior to when I first started the intro clip, and also the marches, a lot of men were in solidarity, a lot of young men. And this is a beautiful thing because in our community, we really need to, I don't have children, but I'm part of the village, really need to show these young men that's growing up how important it is to really, really stick by women when it is a situation where there is no justice for us, and get them to understand how important our roles are when it comes to the success in us creating this country and all of that. Everything is taught. Racism, you're not born racist. You're taught to be racist. You're not born, to love everybody. You're taught to love everybody, or there's love given to you. So it's reciprocated and you give it back. You know what I'm saying? So it's important more than ever that men and young men start to understand how important it is and put themselves in our shoes on an empathetic level to be able to assist us in our fight. Okay. So thank you so much for watching that. Now I wanted to show a clip about women who inspire. And there's way too many, I know, but this clip just kind of caught my eye. And so I wanted to show that, and then we'll discuss it after.
It is said that girls with dreams become women with vision.
So I want all the girls watching here and now to know that a new day is on the horizon.
I am the hope and the dream of the slave.
The world of work has been designed by men, and now I think women have a great opportunity to change it.
God, use me. Use me, use this life. I don't know what the future holds for me, but I know that there is a vision for my life that is greater than my imagination can hold. Use me, use me. What would you have me to do?
I think it is right that socially I am afforded the same respect as men.
Many people wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size. When you see me walking, it ought to make you proud. I say it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman. Phenomenal woman.
The moment you can figure out what it is you're supposed to be doing, the sooner you are able to get about the business of doing that.
When I look down at this golden statue, may it remind me and every little child that no matter where you're from, your dreams are valid.
Up from a past rooted in pain, I rise.
I went on the courts with just a ball and a racket and a hope, and that's all I had. And it's inspiring for all you guys out there that want to do something and want to be the best that you can be and want to do the best that you can do. You just never give up, because you never know what can happen. You never know who you can inspire.
When that new day finally dawns, it will be because of a lot of magnificent women, many of whom are right here in this room tonight, and some pretty phenomenal men fighting hard to make sure that they become the leaders who take us to the time when nobody ever has to say, "Me too," again.
Our diversities of faiths and colors and creeds, that is not a threat to who we are. It makes us who we are.
May we empower each other to carry out such vision, because it isn't enough to simply talk about equality. One must believe in it, and it isn't enough to simply believe in it. One must work at it. Let us work at it together, starting now. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay, child. You know, something got in my eye. And you know, I told you I'll be watching these clips with you guys. I did see the March one because I had to edit that. This one, I just kind of, I seen the not the beginning of the clips, but I seen like the thumbnail. And so I said, you know what, this is look like something that I'm going to add and watch with you. And so I didn't see this full clip. And I just want to say that I hope before I pass this earth that I see a different shift when it comes to women loving on each other authentically, of all nationalities, and not competing with one another for men, not downing each other for a man, not hating on each other for a man, not downing each other for a position in the workplace, not hating on another woman because another woman of color came into a job that she now feels is threatened. Just not having to live a life of competition and hatred and jealousy, because we all are beautiful. Not having to feel like you have to change who you are physically to be able to fit in or be seen. Working out and eating right because of the fact that you want to live forever, or not forever, but live for a long time, and not working out because you want to get the man that told you you need to work out before he would date you. If you are celibate, no matter if at the end of the day you used to be out in the streets or whatever, and you decided to transition and change who you are as a woman, standing on that regardless of what other men say. Oh man, now she want to be celibate, now she want. No, you do what's in your heart, you do what's right, because the right man that's going to come into your life is going to care about what you're bringing right now in the present, and how you guys can connect in the future, and where your mind is for your future. And if he can connect with you and build a future, that's what it should be about. Do you have what it takes to create a beautiful future with somebody, and y'all have a connection? Y'all have the same common goals and the foundation, because that's what's important. Just treating people right, every day being the woman that you have always aspired and inspiring to be, and not thinking that you can't because of your circumstances. Okay. I took a lot from this video, and a lot of the women, and that's why I'm emotional, because a lot of the women that's in this video, life was hard. They grew up in true humble beginnings, from Oprah being raped as a child and molested, to Serena after dealing with a very controlling father, living in the hood and trying to be on a stay focused as a young woman and not be surrounded by her environment and influenced by it. Even even though I don't really follow her, Meghan Markle, even whatever they say about her, she grew up with a Black woman who grew up in humble beginnings and grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So she has some type of strength in her that comes from that toughness, that environment where when you surrounded by it, you have to have your guards up. You got to have your head on a swivel, but look at her. She was able to pull somebody that's seeing something in her, that knows where she come from, but still love her enough to want her to be a part of his life. Whether he's royalty or not, he's still a man. I'm just, all of these beautiful queens that had to fight racism, that had to be advocates for us, our elders, and they still are living today and still fighting and still giving us wisdom. So today is about, this is my birthday weekend, and this is how I wanted to celebrate it. I wanted to be vulnerable. I wanted to speak to my sisters and to the men that's advocates out there. And I thank you guys for watching. Okay, we're not done yet. If you are in the comments, if you are watching, please, engage in the comments. I truly appreciate it. I am on Facebook. I'm on This Is Insane YouTube channel, as well as the Fresh and Friends YouTube channel. Okay. All right. Oh, we got to get to some funny stuff now, because child, I got to balance this. Okay, hold on. Oh, this is another inspiring clip. Let's watch this.
Introduced in 1989, and 2 women have won. Lauryn Hill, 3 women have won. Lauryn Hill, Cardi B, and Doechii.
Yay! Guys, now for those that know, if you know, you know. But I'm an MC. I don't care how old I am, I'm an MC. Okay. I might still write in my little journal book and write rhymes that you guys may never hear. But I do have a catalog of some things. And I'm a lyricist. I'm a poet. And when she came out, and I haven't heard all her music like everybody. You know, I know a lot of people have been raving about it and heard a lot. But what I have heard and what I've seen, I definitely respect her in bringing creativity and the craft back, where, you know, it's about lyricism and storytelling and different things like that. And I think that she's doing that well. So I appreciate her. And I know she's been having a lot of backlash because of the fact that she hasn't really been in the game that long, and she wind up getting a Grammy. But it's so many different people that haven't been in the game that long in different categories that also have gotten Grammys. So we're not going to even do her like that. Okay, we need to make sure that we circle around this sister. She was working in a fast food place, fast food restaurant. She come from humble beginnings. She bust her behind. I guess she was on TikTok or something, you know, or some type of social media platform where she just continuously got noticed. And that's respect for her. Unfortunately, I had to slang mixtapes out the back of a trunk. And I didn't win a Grammy. I didn't, you know, succeed to that level. But I thank God for giving me this talent. I thank God for allowing me to be able to, you know, I'm not really good with words. I'm getting better the more that I'm, you know, doing my podcasting. But I actually communicate more effectively when I'm writing a rhyme or when I'm creating a mixtape full of songs for somebody, because I communicate through music. So if I've ever given you a mixtape, not of me, but just like with different songs on it, that was my way of communicating with you as well. You probably didn't know that. All right. So let's get to, we're going to get to a couple funny clips before we get out of here. And I just want to say, I totally appreciate you guys for watching. I thought this one was cute. It's a funny clip about mothers, how white, Latino, and Black mothers are, how they act differently when they're, you know, when their child is cutting up. So watch this. What happened? Hold on. Hold on, let's see. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. For some reason, all my videos just, something just happened. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna figure out why all my videos just just went dark. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show y'all a video real quick, and I'll be back. Sorry about that. Hold on.
You can taste the dishonesty, it's all over your breath as you pass it off so cavalier. But even that's a test, constantly aware of it all. My lonely ear pressed against the walls of your world, praying to catch you whispering. I'm praying to catch me listening. I'm praying to catch you whispering. I'm praying to catch me. I'm praying to catch you whispering. I'm praying to catch me listening. I'm praying to catch me. Nothing else ever seems to hurt like the smile on your face when it's only in my memory. It don't hit me quite the same. Maybe it's a cause for concern, but I'm not at ease, keeping my head to the curb, praying to catch you whispering. I pray you catch me listening. I pray to catch you whispering. I pray you catch me. I pray you catch me. I pray you catch me. I'm praying you catch me.
All right, guys, I am back. I apologize about that. Let me give y'all a round of applause. Look, I done learned how to use my clapper now. I applaud you guys. I love y'all. I thank y'all. So now, part 2 of the show, almost about to end it. We about to end it on some funny stuff. But, oh, you know what? No, before we do the funny stuff, I want to show 2 talented young ladies that had me like, yes, for 2 different reasons. One is a really young African girl. And you know what? She reminds me of when, you know, I used to be in the when my family used to get together and they used to play cards, and then my mama would be like, show them that dance, baby. Show. Yes, I was the one that had to show all the new dances. Okay, because I love to dance, and I told y'all that before. So she reminds me of that. So check this out. She a hustler. She a hustler. She a hustler. She got her little bread. Look, I ain't getting no money though. I ain't getting no money. I absolutely love it. Okay, now I'm gonna watch. Let's watch this other young girl. She's so adorable. This is from a different country too, but I can't remember. And the reason why I'm showing these are beautiful, young, talented women, total opposites of the spectrum. Um, it's International Women's Day, and these are our rising women, young women. That's international. So let's check this one out too.
Hi, can you play Hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Can I sing with
Hold on, I'm gonna forward this one because this is kind of long.
Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to her kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. It's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not somebody who's seen a light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Oh, shout out to both of those beautiful young ladies that will soon be successful and hopefully in the future. And we are the village all across the world. All us women are the village to these young women all across the world. So we have to remember that. And that was beautiful. She has a beautiful voice. But I know my sisters know what I'm talking about back in the day when they used to make us any talent we had. Go on and rap in front of Cousin Fred. Let them hear that verse, especially my auntie Stephanie. Shout out to my aunt Steph. I didn't care who came over. She had me rapping for everybody all the time. I had to do at least a verse. I was a teenager then too. But I appreciate it. So I think that was, of course, our family's way of supporting us and showing how proud they are. Even if they didn't say it. Like if they didn't say, I'm proud of you, that was their way of saying, I'm proud of you. Because the Black household hardcore, we, in order to get a proud, I love you, woo, child. All right, let's get to a couple funny clips before we get out of here.
Lovely candle. Wowzers. Jessica, didn't I tell you what a big
Wait, hold on. I think, okay, here we go.
lovely candle? Wowzers. Jessica, didn't I tell you what a big responsibility it is to push the cart in a store? You have to respect people's boundaries. When we get home, we're gonna have a big discussion, young lady, and no ice cream. Shut up, Mom! Jessica, move. ¿Qué chingados me pegas con el carro? Yo te dije que no estés con esas pendejas. Te voy a dar una... I'm sorry, Mommy. Oh, you really trying me today, huh?
I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to.
So you just gonna bump me with the basket?
Mom, it was an accident.
You know what? I brought you into this world. I would take you out. I'm gonna kill you when we get to the car.
Mom, I'm sorry.
Let's go. You better not touch me. You better not hit me with that basket. You better.
That's how it be too. That is too funny. However, we wouldn't have hit with the basket. We wasn't about to do that one. Hold on. This is a good one too.
Look at my wrist, I got time today. Oh, make it come, make it come. Right.
Why are we like this? Why? They like, hold on, here she come, here she come. All right, hide your kids, hide your wife. This is parental advisory for all my saints and ain'ts that's watching. Check this one out.
I know a way you won't even have to do radiation. Try a holistic route.
Holistic.
Okay, hold on. Watch this.
Tell you what, I know a way you won't even have to do radiation. Try a holistic route.
What did she say? Holistic. Who's a hoe? Don't call. I got off the camera, but don't call me no fucking hoe.
I'm not hollering.
Cause I'm not a hoe, and I'm not on the list for a hoe. So don't fuck with me. You got the wrong goddamn motherfucker. Now do it if you want to, share.
Why are we like this? Grandma was not playing, and I'm going to be honest with you. Listen, older people, you have to just give them a straight up and down vocabulary. You can't be saying all of that in supercalifragilistic. No, they don't want to hear nothing about no holistic. Just say what it is in a different way so that they can understand. But she was not playing. She was like, holistic, a whole. Something she said. She was like, and I'm not on no list for no hoes. Pardon my French, but that was funny. That was the old school grandma for real. Okay, so let's see. See what this one.
For people who do the stuff you like to do, you have to. Like, I can't work out with people who not my size. Because when I work out with women who not my size, they want to do shit bitches my size don't do. Like, if I go hiking, in the middle of the hike, I get tired, and I say, I'm tired, my skinny friends will be like, girl, keep going. You could do it. We almost there. But if I hike with a girl my size, and we get halfway up the hike, and I say, bitch, I'm tired. She gonna be like, bitch, me too. We can finish this shit tomorrow. Look at us. How many calories you burn? 1,000? Bitch, me too. That's enough. That's enough.
This is so real. Why are we like this? But it's so real. That's how we be. It's like, okay, listen, we gonna inspire each other and hold each other accountable, but then sometimes we gonna be thinking the same thoughts. All right. Let's see. Is there? Hold on. Is there any more? Let's see what this is. Oh, okay. That's the one I seen. Oh, here's one.
Are the north side bitches. Mess with us, you're gonna get stitches. We're good. That was for real. Okay, yeah.
I found that super funny. Shout out to my girl Ranika. This came from her page. Um, let's see. I think that's it. Oh, let's watch this.
Vejo suas mentiras. Vou ler pour les places dans ton coração. Plein tes mirages. Le fond dans ta voix pas. Avec les vrais bouteilles le vois sur mon visage. Sinon de mes larmes. Dans tes grands faits, je suis là. Pour les places sans plein tes images. Ta voix pas.
All right. I like that because it shows the evolution of how we have worn our hair for years, generations and generations. And I know now that there's a situation where the cankeline or the synthetic hair that you braid with is now cancer causing. They said that they are still working to make sure and see exactly all of the different, I guess, brands that have some type of chemicals in it. I do want to, because I've been getting my hair braided, but I use yarn. So I get my hair braided with yarn. So that, for all my sisters out there, that is a great suggestion. And I love my yarn braids. I've been doing that for years. So that's just something, that I could share with you, because I'm not going to stop getting my hair braided. I ain't going to lie to you. Okay. I have 4C hair. It's like 4B, 4C, because it can get curly, but then it's really weird. So everywhere that I've ever lived, I've had a great loctician or someone who could do my natural hair as well as could braid. I do look for Black American women to support, but I also do have some people, as far as braid only, that was Africans that did my hair. But for my locticians, when I have my locks, and for washing and cleaning my hair, I use more Black American women for that. And I do want to say that I I always wore my hair either in locks or its natural state for a very long time in my life. I think I started locking, or actually, no, I started with my afros back in the day in Atlanta. And then, from there started wearing natural hair braids and then going into locking. And I want to say that last year or a year and a half ago, I put on my first wig, because I was like, you know what? I had straight hair back in the day, like I was getting my hair permed and all of that. That was when I was in my early 20s. But because I started locking, I think in my late 20s. And then recently, since I hadn't throughout my lifetime really been able to see my hair in a straight form, I decided to get a couple of wigs and just, feel free to change up, because I wanted to look different sometimes. And I have been actually loving it. I will not lie. So I want people to be comfortable in who they are, but you also have to be comfortable with your natural state of hair. I'm not hiding behind my hair. A lot of people know my natural state of hair and have seen my natural state of hair a majority of my life. But for my personal preference, I am liking to look different as I get older too, to feel a little different, and I like it. And so that's what it's about. Be confident. Be 100% confident in who you are. It's the ones that are insecure about their natural state and that constantly feel like they have to wear straight hair or this, that, and the other, or so much makeup or this, that, and the other, that they are hiding behind that. And so they don't get a chance to embrace who they are in their natural state. Balance yourself with it, because I have decided to lock again. And right now, this is my time to just enjoy how I want to look and feel and what I want to wear, because I already know that I'm about to start locking again, probably next year when I turn, a certain age. Y'all don't need to know what time or what year I'm turning. No, I'm just kidding. But trust me, I'm getting older. But let's see. So I think we got one more video and we'll be out of here. And I do want to say that I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, everybody that's out there watching, those who will watch later on today, tonight, tomorrow. Thank you. Please continue to engage. And let's see if I have one more to show. I think I do. Hold on. Let's see what this is.
I don't know where the trope of killing the black person first in scary movies came from. I think they killed us off because they knew ain't none of this shit happening with a black person. Especially a black woman. We will face a killer. Like, now, I'm sure your mother wanted better for you. Give you a compliment? Let me smooth the mask. You cute. Why you killing? You cute. I would pay to see the remake of that now. A black lady removing like Jason or Michael Myers' mask. Like, this the problem.
Why are we like this? This is so funny because guess what? She is not lying, yo. There has been write-ups about like black women, mostly older women though, being able to talk people down, like, hold it. I think it was a bank being robbed before, and a black woman was able to talk a man down and pray for him, and he started crying, like different things like that. But this right here is funny, like taking Jason mask off. Can you imagine taking Freddy Krueger hands away from him and be like, all you need is a little manicure, you know what I'm saying? No. But this has been real, guys. I totally appreciate you. I thank you so much for coming into my space for my birthday weekend and just, celebrating International Women's Day, because of course I could not make this yesterday. I was at work. But celebrating today with me and laughing, crying, feeling all the feels. This is an authentic show. This is an authentic podcast, and an organic one. So I do ask that if you are interested and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. If you don't, you don't, because I want authenticity. So I'm not going to be forcing nobody. Also, because I never say it, but I do have a Cash App because I'm not monetized, and I would love for you as a birthday gift to help me out, even if it's $1, and put, something in the Cash App for me to help me into making better content. And it's One Nest Media, or $ One Nest Media. And so if you could, I appreciate it. You could tell I'm not used to asking for money, okay? But I am asking because I want to get better so that you guys can become more aware and more educated in different things that you probably never even thought about learning, okay? All right, so you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. And I am going to leave you with another clip for, an informative clip for what International Women's Day means. So if you didn't see it at the beginning, please stay on so you can actually understand a little more about it and check it out. And once again, thank you. Love y'all and mean it. Have a great night. Bye.
Every year on the 8th of March, International Women's Day is celebrated across the globe. It's a day to recognise female achievement and a call to action, encouraging everyone to stand up for women's rights and gender equality. Gender equality means no matter your gender, you're granted the same rights, privileges and access to opportunities as everyone else. You may be thinking, why is this day so important? Throughout history, women have had to fight for the freedom and rights we enjoy today. 150 years ago, women couldn't vote, stand in parliament, receive proper medical attention, own property, access fair legal support, get paid the same as men, visit the same public areas as men, get a proper education. The list goes on. 150 years ago, people lived in a very different world to what we know now. So how did things change? Someone didn't snap their fingers and then bam, women had all the rights. Change occurred gradually through the tireless efforts of brave women and men fighting together for what is right. Let's rewind. In the late 19th century, the fight for women's suffrage began gaining momentum. Suffrage means the right to vote, and at this time, only men could do so. This meant that all the political decisions were decided by men, including those that only affected women. As time passed, some women grew increasingly frustrated by the lack of progress and failed attempts to achieve suffrage. One of these women was Emmeline Pankhurst, who responded by forming the Women's Social and Political Union in 1903, which encouraged a stronger kind of activism. This led to years of protests, rallies and strikes, with women being arrested, jailed, injured, and some even losing their lives in the fight for suffrage. When the First World War was declared in 1914, suffragettes shifted their campaign to encourage women's involvement in the war effort. The devastation of war brought the nation together in support of one another, and attitudes began to change. Women took on responsibilities and jobs that they were previously excluded from, like working as mechanics and drivers. In 1918, the Representation of the People Bill was passed, giving women the right to vote. However, it was only some women of a certain age and circumstance. It wasn't until 1928 that all women over 21 were finally allowed to vote. The right to vote is instrumental in creating a society that is fair and just. Imagine if all the UK were one gigantic football team. Half of the team can play exactly as they are, while the other is blindfolded. The team probably isn't going to do so great. The same goes for a society. If everyone has the same rights and freedoms, a society can grow and develop in a way that benefits everyone. Once women were able to vote, the ball began rolling on other rights like political representation, access to greater opportunities, fairer pay, and working rights. As you can see, change takes time. It wasn't until 1979 that Britain had its first female Prime Minister, which was 76 years after Emmeline Pankhurst first established the Women's Social and Political Union. So what does gender equality look like today? We are fortunate to live in a time and place where incredible opportunities are in abundance. Everyone can get an education, access healthcare, get a job, and speak their minds. However, we still have some work to do before we reach equality for all. One way that gender inequality plays out in our everyday life is through stereotypes. A stereotype is a generalised opinion of a person or group of people. Ever heard someone say something like, "You throw like a girl," or "boys don't cry"? These kinds of phrases exist because of centuries of restrictive ideas about gender that really aren't true or fair. People are way too unique and complex to fit neatly in a box. Girls and boys can be athletic, fast and strong. And of course, everyone cries. It's normal and healthy to express your feelings and to be vulnerable. Stereotypes can be really damaging and can prevent you from being yourself and reaching your potential. Today, women are still the minority in Parliament, leadership roles and career fields like science and engineering, as well as making less money than men on average. So, this International Women's Day, think about what you could do to help in the fight for equality. Everyone benefits when we are all treated equally. Why not celebrate the amazing achievements of women you admire? Especially now you know just what it took to get there.
Maybe you only want what you can't have. Never seem to be satisfied till it all goes bad. Maybe I should just give someone else a chance. Why should I sit alone and be sad while you fumble the best you ever had? It's not fair to me or my heart. I was forced to start over when we fell apart. Could've had it all, but you pushed me right into his